And we're back again. Week 7 preview. Joined as always, the assistant to the commissioner, Ovi. And special guest, Matt, backup Terry. What's going on, guys?
What's going on? Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Never been on one of these things, so looking forward to it.
One of these things. Put it in reverse, Terry. Back up, Terry.
Back up, Terry.
What are you doing, Terry? Oh, Lord.
Oh, man, classic.
All right, well, no, good to have you. Good to have you, man. Right in the mix of everything, so should be a good one.
Just sitting right around 6 all day, every day.
Yep.
It's where I live. It's where I've been living for the past 4 or 5 seasons, so
always
I
battle.
like it. That's the way I like it.
That's what you sneaky do. And then all of a sudden, Matt's in the fucking semifinals. You blink.
Yeah. Just get smoked in the semis and then just shit on whoever's in the third place game.
I think you're the only person to win from the semifinals or from the wild card spot. Like,
weren't
you 6 and 7?
Yeah. 6 and 7, snuck in and won.
I think that's
beat Cody. I feel so bad. I felt so bad for Cody. I was like,
well, he fucking till last year. Finally broke the curse, huh? Just happened to have to fucking be at my expense, but you know what can you do? 4 points. Right, so, Ovi, touch on the prizes from last week. Yeah. So I am Liquor, Justin Bracken rolling. He's got $120 back so far, so he's already got half the league fee back. So good for him. He's had it pay out 5 of 6 weeks. He got most sacks last week with 6. Baltimore defense playing against Cincinnati, kicked their ass. Total yards, I won myself 753. Derrick Henry with 264 of them helped. It was nice, especially that nice overtime, little bonus football. Yeah, a little 14-point overtime.
Yeah, as soon as Henry got past like the linebackers, I was like, he's gone. There's no way.
Oh yeah,
huge run. I was like, me and my brother looked at each other. We're like, he's fucking gone. This is
pathetic tackling.
This guy is unbelievable. So
and then I love how they get to the goal line, and it's like the first play. What was the fucking first play? Throw a pass. Quarterback fucking wide out left. Yeah. Henry's behind center. Oh, that's why I love it. No, that was the second play. They were like, you know what? Fuck this. They're just going to snap it to Henry and just let him fucking score. Yeah. Everybody out of the way. Choo-choo. Most points, Dennis, Cam Newton, new team shooter. So finally, I mean, he's in 12th, but hey, he got $30 back. So beat me. We let him. Yeah. I told him, I was like, well, you can't lose it all this year, you know? So you hang your head on something. You got that going for you. Yeah. And then losing team most points was Jesse. So he got $20 that week. So overall low scoring week, obviously. It was weird. Very. Yeah. Next week, we're looking at most passing yards and most receptions. Just to give you an idea, that was the same back in week 4. The magic number passing yards was Jeff with 503. He had Dak. Yeah, so 503 magic number there. And then most receptions, we had a tie at 37. So just to give you an idea what to shoot for. All right. So looking back, obviously me and you played. I bought something that displays how I feel losing to your team. Let me go ahead and put it on here. Losing to Ovi's team, you feel like a clown. And that's me right now. You know, you let me right back in it, so I appreciate it. You let me right back in it. Look at this. Good teams win, baby. Good teams win. That's why I have this. So I got to eat that.
Sure.
We had a side bet. That didn't help. We did have a side bet. Put that on the board. I mean,
Derrick Henry had half of your points.
No, literally. Bryce's bench outscored his lineup. Gotta hate when that happens.
That's tough. Aaron Rodgers with 5 points. You're never gonna be happy with that.
Yeah. I mean, I was the 3rd lowest scorer on the week. You know, but this is just what I get back for playing against the team with the most points the first 3 weeks. I got my dick kicked in. So, you know, I get it back here having the 3rd most points and winning.
That's
3rd least points and winning. Miles Sanders getting hurt didn't help. Starting Malcolm Brown didn't help. Aaron Rodgers sucks apparently when I have him. He was great until that. And then the rushing touchdown, it didn't matter. Obviously, I lost by 15 or something, but the rushing touchdown, they called him down to 1. No one touched him. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Fine with me.
Aaron
Jones, baby.
All right. Aaron Jones up for trade. I mean, let's touch on this real quick. Joe Mixon's kind of hurt. You know, your other running back's pretty shit. Mm-hmm. Aaron Jones available?
We could talk. Absolutely. You can send me
That's great.
something. But
As long as the phones are on, that's all that matters, baby. As long as you got
phones
data.
are on, but like I was
They're not
talking,
listening.
when I was talking
Yeah.
to Bryce earlier, I've gotten a handful of requests for Aaron Jones this week. So
Whenever a stud has one bad week, it's like, oh, buy low. And
yeah, exactly.
It never happens. All right, we'll jump into the power
Okay.
rankings. Obviously 3 votes like we usually do. Not a ton of changes after a pretty weird week. Like we said, low scoring, down weeks even for the winning teams. Brings us to number 1, Justin again. Had a down week as far as he goes. He was definitely beatable this week. Let me go ahead and just pull up exactly what he had here. He had 110. A lot of weeks that's not getting it done, but he still won by 13.5. But he got number 1 still. Number 1 across the board. First time unanimous, I believe, this year for number 1 spot. So he'll be happy that you voted him this time.
Yeah, he finally deserved it. In my
I
book.
think that there's definitely some cracks in the armor, though. Mike Evans, when Godwin plays, has 10 yards on the season. 10 yards. I was talking to you about that.
CD Lamb with no Dak.
Nope. Kareem Hunt's
That's how
bang.
offense is gonna
Chubb's
suffer.
coming back eventually. I mean, Kittle helps. The tight end position is horrible, and he's putting up 20. He's housing something every week. What do you guys got on them?
I mean, yeah, having Dalvin Cook on a bye doesn't help. AJ Brown is just ridiculous.
He's hurt again now. He didn't practice.
He didn't practice again.
Yeah, he's been hot since he came back. But
It helps having
I mean,
kicker hang 20.
That's very true. Yeah, and
Helps.
James Robinson's been solid for the past 3 or 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
Huge pickup.
literally, yeah, it was. No, I mean, I've talked to Justin little sprinkles here and there. I mean, he literally thinks James Robinson's in the fucking Hall of Fame. But yeah, I mean, like first ballot.
I mean, RB2 that gets you
right now.
that gets
jacket,
you 12 points. That's tough to give up. So
Off the free agents.
whatever.
Huge. Especially getting him
Yeah, I have
through
like
the
4 of them, but
4 free agents.
but running backs that can score. But anyways, it's a conversation for another day.
All right. Next
But
up.
no, good for him. I'm happy for him. He's in first.
All right. Next up, we've got Hunt again. No change there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
He was my one for a while.
Yeah. I'll let you start it off since you dropped him down.
Yeah, I mean,
You can't lose to Dennis and stay in the same spot.
you can't lose to Dennis and stay in the same spot. I mean, that's just a given. I'm glad it happened though, because it just, evened everything out a little bit more for all of us. There's only 2 teams at 4-2, which is great. I mean, Mike Davis, that has a shelf life, thankfully. And once that finally fucking comes to an end, and CMC's back, that's gonna hurt him. So.
Still, yeah.
I mean, Mike, what are Mike Davis's numbers? Like,
that.
I mean, he's rolling 18, 18.5, 24.5, and 10.
Yeah. The best part was going into like I don't know if it was Monday night or Sunday night, but it was close. And Dennis needed to count on Kenyon Drake to beat DeAndre Hopkins by like a couple points. Dominates them. 20-point win between those two. So in his mind, Drake's like a top 3 RB rest of the season, I think.
He can't be worse than he's been.
We'll get to Dennis.
That's true.
Much later. But yeah, Hunt's still got depth. He's still got running backs. It's impossible to trade with him, but he's got a bunch of them, which is going to keep you in it for sure. Next up, he'll be happy to see he's back up here, the bearded clown. Matt, you had him at number 2. What'd you see?
I did. I just liked the team, or I liked the team until he did the Drew Brees trade with Obi, when I clearly sent him a Tannehill trade, which I thought would have been a little bit better of a trade, but that's just personal opinion. And I had done my power rankings prior to this. So
what else did you offer him?
That and some garbage. But I think it's better than
For
Drew
who?
Brees. The rest
Better
of
than Drew
the rest of the people you offered him are literally trash
For
cans too.
who?
Just for Tyler Boyd.
Okay, so basically the same trade. Tyler Boyd or Juju. So you offered him Tannehill and some garbage. I mean, I gave him a flex, and I gave him
Jarvis Landry. That guy is an absolute puddle.
He hasn't missed
Puddle.
one game his entire career. Not one
Yeah,
game.
he played hurt and then sucked.
Trash cans.
I don't know the exact number on this. He has something like 40 straight games with at least 2 catches.
And then I'm just
He's
pissed
Mr.
because
Consistent.
That's the point.
he
That's the point.
He's a
Jeff
consistent 5.5.
Jeff cannot go a season without trading with you. It's almost effing impossible. It doesn't matter what the trade is. It doesn't matter. It's trash for trash, but he just can't go a season without trading with you. He can't. It's
Obi's
physically
in his
impossible
ear
for him.
just tapping, just chipping away at him. Just tap, 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 tap.
Yeah.
Look, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse, boys.
And think
I
about
don't know
that.
if that's always
That's
true, but
it.
okay.
That's all you got to know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Alright.
trying to help you. Trying to help everybody out.
But yeah, so he's got Ezekiel Elliott had a down game. He's still got the dub. Hayden, I don't know.
I think Will
scoring.
Fuller's trending up as well.
I mean, when's he gonna die? Honestly,
Yeah,
like,
I
he's
mean,
got. Yeah,
that's,
I can't believe it.
that's the question. Is he's lasted
Week
this
7?
long into a season?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
but Rojo's
Jones,
been nasty.
as long as Leonard
Mhm.
Fournette's out, who practiced today. But I mean, I think Jones has done enough to take that job. I don't know if Aaron's gonna agree with
Yeah,
that.
he's
but
solid.
Ronald Jones looks good.
I mean, LaShawn McCoy fucking stinks. I don't know why they play him.
Keyshawn Vaughn, Brady doesn't trust. So like, I don't
No.
think he's getting back in. He had those 3 drops in like one drive, and Grady told him to take a seat, and I don't think he's seen the
Yeah,
field since.
no, Rojo's
yep.
been solid.
And Jeff's in a good spot right now. I mean, what is his record now? 4-2.
4-2.
Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up.
Don't fuck it up. You like Zeke
All right.
more now or before the Dak injury,
Before. I
Matt?
think the whole offense is just cooking.
Yeah, the whole offense is cooking, but I like him better now. I think it's going to take a few weeks for them to adjust. But once they adjust to some sort of offensive strategy, I think that Zeke's gonna eat a lot more than he has been earlier in the season because he's gonna have to be relied on.
I think his touches will definitely go up, but I think in the beginning he was averaging like 2 touchdowns a week. They're just not going to be down there as much. But I mean, it could definitely go either way. He could get 25 carries and 5 catches every week.
I mean, he could pull a. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, you got Munchin Ruggs the third. I know Ruggs is on the trading block, but Dave comes in the 4th spot. I think, we pretty much all had him around the same area. Over, you had him a little lower. I had him at 4. I liked his team before the Gurley trade a lot more. But looking at his team now, he just made some more moves. He's got Hill, Golladay, and who's the piece he just traded for?
He just got Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper. They're going to be
slapping
it.
I like that trade. I like getting the dead. I don't like Singletary. Singletary scares me.
Mm-hmm.
He could be solid, but the last couple of weeks of up and down.
He gave up a ton of running back depth, but I don't think he's ever going to play those guys unless he needed them. Like
exactly.
Yeah, because he's got.
So he's just going all in. So if
Yep.
that's a solid strategy, and so I like the trade for him. So
I think
Just
he's
classic.
solid top to bottom.
Yeah. I mean, Mahomes and Hill, and he's got good receivers. I mean, just fucking classic. The week that I played against Big Dick Nick, he fucking trades him 3 running backs. He's literally stuck. He had Myles Gaskin, who's on a bye, and fucking some other bag of shit. I don't even remember. We'll get to it, but it's just Dave trying to fuck me. It's fine. That's all it is.
I like Dallas Goedert sitting in the IR slot. I think when he comes back, because I don't know what it is, but I don't think they like Ertz at all.
Yeah, and now he's on IR.
And now he's on IR. So when Goddard comes off, I think he's gonna have big games.
Enter
especially when Evan Ingram
Richard
is-
Rogers. That's Rogers with an
There's
R.
another tight end that everybody's all hyped up on tonight for like first touchdown stuff, like Kroom or Crum. I don't know.
Fuck
Kroom?
off.
Was he on like the Browns?
I might start Richard Rogers tonight. I'm very much on the fence.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Should I start Carson Wentz tonight?
Yeah,
Do it.
absolutely.
Because I'm
His
worried
line-
that the Bucks fucking Raiders aren't going to play. The whole
Then they
Raiders
have like
offensive line is
3 or 4 people test positive or something.
Entire offense. Yeah.
Past 30 minutes.
The whole
Jeez.
literally the offensive line.
Well, yeah. So
Nice.
I'm worried that they're not going to play, and I don't want to wait till fucking Tuesday on a quarterback. So
Yeah.
I got about 30 minutes, so don't let me forget.
I have Ryan. Do you want to do a quick Ryan Tannehill kind of thing? No. All right.
All right, and that brings us to our next team in power rankings. Backup Terry. Matt, how you feel about your team?
I mean, I like my team. I don't hate my team. I don't love my team. I think it's fine. It's just that the flex spot for me is an absolute nightmare, and Joe Mixon, I feel like I'm locked in with Joe Mixon because he has too much potential to trade for shit, but he has too much downside for me to be confident in him every week. So I'm pretty much just stuck with him.
Fair.
Damian Harris, I don't know what New England was doing, getting away from the run game.
No, I don't know what the fuck you were doing. Fucking New England.
Listen,
you've watched the Patriots for fucking 28 years. What the hell are you smoking? Start.
I was looking for they're in the goal line. They're on the goal line. Fucking run the ball,
dude.
Unbelievable, dude. But now Corey Davis is back off of his 6-week COVID vacation. So listen, another swing for the fence. We gotta figure it out. But Aaron Jones against Houston. I mean, Terry McLaurin, unfortunately, I thought he was a lot better with what's the guy that got benched? Yeah.
Haskins.
Way better, and then that guy just didn't seem to care at all. So.
I don't know how that's possible.
What do you
mean? Better with Haskins, that's for sure.
Way better with Haskins.
Like black or something, so he throws it a lot?
You brought race into it. That's not me.
Well, I'm just wondering, how could he possibly be better with Haskins?
I just think they had a better chemistry. That's all.
Yeah.
That's
it.
Chemistry.
With Haskins,
that's the 2020 word for race. Yeah.
He went 9, 21.5, 10, 16. New quarterback, 3.5, 10.
White quarterback, 3.5. Okay. So 2020 PC correct word is chemistry. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I think it's a fair argument that he's making.
You're saying it. I'm not saying it.
Definitely fair. Okay. Yeah. No. It was just a question. It's your team.
This league prides ourselves on diversity, as you can see from the makeup of the managers in this league. All right. But yeah, big matchup this week. I'm really hoping Joe Mixon goes down, so you're stuck playing Damian Harris again.
I mean, that's fine. We'll both get zeros on our RB2s. That's perfectly fine.
So Matt.
No blood.
It's just so Matt. I'm literally not shocked. Whatever. It's unbelievable.
But yeah, I've got you up there. The wide receivers in the beginning of the year, I remember we were laughing about who the wide receivers were, but Diggs is like a stud with Josh Allen. He's like a top 10 guy every week. Don't love him against the Jets. I don't think their defense is very good. Russell Wilson versus Arizona could be a problem. I think you're gonna be, once you get healthy, I think you're gonna be fine. Zach Ertz, pretty early pick on that, but Hooper's been, what's he been doing? 7.5. That's like probably top 12 for a tight end.
As long as he catches 2 balls, I don't really care. I mean, because watching Zach Ertz play the entire season has been mind-numbing. So I'll take literally anything from that position at this point.
Yep, I agree with that sentiment. All right, number 6, the money team. Tough week.
How the fuck are you ahead of me? Go.
Because my team is way better top to bottom.
Obviously, you think that. Okay, go.
I mean, I haven't had the number 1 player in fantasy for 5 weeks. Like, you have no one coming back. You've had the squad.
I don't need anybody coming back.
So you're going to go to 90 rest of the season. You think you're going to just waltz into the playoffs?
I'm not going 90 the rest of the season. I made a lot of deals. I didn't have either of the 2 receivers I'm starting this week last week. Go on your team. I'll let you speak on your team.
So we just got to get healthy. It's the same thing as always. 3-3 was the goal. We're sitting here at 3-3. I would love all my running backs to not be hurt. But Hasty's a young prospect. He had the fastest cone drill last year in the draft at the combine.
I read that.
Is that what made you sign him? You looked him up and he had the fastest cone drill, and you were like, gotta have that guy.
He had 9 carries, and that's all I'm really.
You should pick up John Ross too.
That's might. So.
Oh, God,
Cam Newton can ruin him too.
Godwin's back. He definitely wasn't 100% last week. We'll see if he's a little bit better this week. Ridley's plug and play. I like DJ Moore trending the right direction. Aaron Rodgers needs to be better. DeAndre Swift, actually, I'm fine with him being an RB2, but he's my RB1 right now. And then eventually, CMC might play again.
One of these days.
All right, go ahead, Ovi. What do you got?
No, I mean, I don't know. I mean, are they going to update Hasty's projection?
I hope not, because everything over a 0 is gravy. He gets one catch for 1 yard. It's like, all right, outperformance projection.
Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, when I think of power rankings, I don't think of power rankings in 5 weeks. I'm talking right now. Like, how good is your team right now?
It's not for
Today.
this week. It's for the team, the league going
Yeah.
forward. And you think your team is better going forward than my team?
I think right now my team is better than yours. Absolutely.
Okay. I think last week we both sucked, but I was very short-handed where you had all the boys. The boys were there.
I would disagree with that, but okay. I mean, I literally traded my RB2 for a guy in the bye the week of our matchup. So I literally just gave away my RB2.
It helped you because you didn't play Gurley, and Gurley sucked.
Fucking smart.
All right.
That's why.
Ovi. He was ranked 10th, 9th, and 3rd. I'll let you guess who put who to where. But Ovi, all right, lead it off.
10th? No, I want Matt to start. Matt, 10th. Explain 10th.
I had you 9th. Shut up.
Bryce had me 10th. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have you 3rd. I didn't have you 3rd.
I know. I did.
I just don't like the team. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I fucking get it. It's fun.
I think the Tyler Lockett pickup was good.
Yeah.
Juju has been absent.
Shit.
Has not showed up once. Derrick Henry is a fucking wagon. I mean, Henderson, where is he going to be in 2 weeks? Higbee is either 3 touchdowns or just hanging out.
Or what he's done other week.
Justin Jackson, I guess, sure. And Jerick McKinnon has shown up and hasn't shown up. So I just don't like the team. That's all.
No, that's fine. That's how you feel, Bryce?
Yep.
I mean, who
state your case.
There isn't a player in fantasy I'd trade Derrick Henry for right now.
There's like,
I know he came off a hot
I think
week.
there's 6. I think there's 6 I would trade him for.
Please.
CMC, Aaron Jones, Dalvin Cook.
CMC?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Dalvin Cook, Aaron Jones, Alvin Kamara. So maybe he's 5. He's number 5 for me.
Okay. I mean, I think Kamara.
You wouldn't take Aaron Jones. You wouldn't take Aaron Jones straight up if I offered him to you right now.
No.
I don't believe you.
No.
Okay. No, you don't have to. I'm not actually doing it. I'm just asking you.
Yeah, no, I don't want you to do it. Save your time. Spend that time wisely, because that's not a wise decision. No, I mean, honestly, Lockett, Juju, Derrick Henry have all already had their bye. Feel great about that. I know they haven't. Juju hasn't done much. Obviously, I'm buying low.
Buy for 6 weeks.
Big TikTok guy.
Yeah, huge
Big
TikTok
TikTok
guy. Well, a little bit more focus on the football second half of the season.
Did you see the meme that was going around? It was like,
yeah.
Juju has the nerve to get me 3 fantasy points, then do this after
Do
the
this
game.
bullshit on the field after the game. Yeah, it is like cheetah jacket. Darrell Henderson, Justin Jackson, Jerick McKinnon. Very comfortable with that. I think those 3 backs are solid than a lot of people's running backs. Justin Jackson is starting running back and Jerick McKinnon starting running back on their teams. My wide receivers, wasn't happy about them before. I think Marquise Brown is going to have a better second half of the year. He sucked, but now he's my flex instead of my wide receiver 1. So I feel good in that regard.
Pretty tough this week, though.
He's on a bye. Yeah.
0 points.
Good thing I have Jerick McKinnon and Justin Jackson. I don't fucking need him. But, I'm playing Kloss, and we'll get to him. But I didn't rank him 12th because I knew if I didn't rank him 12th, if I ranked him 12th, I was going to lose him. So that was that.
We did that
But
for
I
you.
feel great.
Don't worry about it.
I feel great.
All right.
I feel great about my
Next
team.
up, we'll probably move a little faster now that we're not talking about our own teams. We've got COVID-19. The name that just keeps changing in the power rankings, he is now Brandon Bracken. There will be no more name changes.
Good.
On
That's
the
the part
power
that.
rankings. But he comes in at the 8th spot. He's leaking. He was 3-0. He was 3-0. It's like we said, it's tough to fuck up and miss the playoffs at 3-0. But he's trying to do it. We're getting booted from Zoom. We have 10 minutes left, and we'll do part 2.
Okay.
But yeah, so I mean, he trades for Le'Veon Bell, okay, and then he gets traded to, or he signs with the Chiefs, where his number 1 pick is. Not ideal. He looked good last week. But Bell's going to steal some touchdowns, and he's definitely going to steal passing downs because he can block better, and he's probably better at receiving. So the team's trending the wrong direction. He can't get rid of Woods to save his life, he said.
Yeah, he's offered me about 19 times. I'm all set there. I mean, maybe he should change his team name because, I mean, COVID-19, he's lost 3 in a row now. How long has he been COVID-19?
He was Welp, and then when Welp lost, now he's just rooting for the NFL to get canceled.
Does he know he has about a 0.0000003% chance of being successful? So maybe change the team name, something else.
Probably better than his chance of winning, but.
Well, hey, then ride it out, I guess. Ride it out.
But Matt, what do you got on him?
I don't know. I think he had a lot of people with down weeks this week. I mean, Jonnu Smith was relatively non-existent.
He's been banged
up. Obviously, Raheem Mostert having a huge first half and then going out.
Yeah.
Hilaire did well. Had Higgins on the bench. I mean, DJ Chark has been down. But I mean, I think he just had a down week, and he has to catch the guys on the right week to be successful. But I still like his team. It's just you lose 3 in a row, you're gonna drop in the rankings.
Yeah, I think one promising sign from last week, Lamar Jackson had some runs that you're used to seeing from him last year. Like first big week he's had 27 points, only 186 yards passing. Like that team has turned into like don't turn it over, play amazing defense, and then he'll score you 18 points, which isn't what you signed up for when you took him in the early 3rd round. But yeah, he's definitely got some talent on there still. He's got Gio, who he might be starting this week if Mixon doesn't practice again for the 3rd straight day tomorrow.
What would you rather have, Damian Harris or Joe Mixon starting?
So someone on the path is probably going to score like 3 touchdowns, but there's a 1 in 5 chance that Damian Harris.
Might be Brandon Bolden. Who knows?
It's true.
Yeah, they have like literally 6 running backs if you count Cam, who basically watched.
But I mean, you have the chance if Mixon plays. Mixon just bows out 6 minutes into the game.
I'd rather have Mixon in a wheelchair than Damian Harris.
Same speed.
I mean, does somebody have Sony Michel?
Oh God, I hope not.
I wouldn't be shocked if Jeff or Dennis do.
Jeff or Dennis probably has him.
Yeah.
Dennis has N'Keal Harry on his bench, so I don't.
Well, yeah,
wouldn't be surprised.
We'll get to that. Oh no, Sony's still got the Coco. He's out. Sony. He's a free agent.
He went to that strip club that I sent you on Twitter, and you're like, no way he did that. And then like 3 days later, it's like Sony COVID. Like, I don't know.
And you're in the NFL. Bring the strip club to your house. Like, stupid.
All right, next up, Shiva. I believe coming off a dub.
I feel good about you. I bet. Do you have all the power rankings there? I bet I had him highest.
You did.
I'm feeling good about Shiva's team.
No, we all had him at 8 actually.
Oh, we all had him at 8,
and he comes in at 9. Just the way the math works.
How that works, huh?
I don't know, because Obi puts his team at 3 every time.
There it is. But yeah, so Shiva's 3-3. I mean, literally 3rd through 10th. 3-3. So I thought last week we were going to get some separation. A lot of teams playing each other.
It got worse.
It got even worse. We're all just big here. But I look at his team, Julio being back, if that's the real Julio you're getting the rest of the season, I mean, you're cooking. But I think it's going to be somewhere in the middle, kind of like what Ridley had last week. I think more what you can expect, like 18 points. I don't know what Julio put up, but it was a monster game.
It's like 25.5 or something like that.
29.
Yeah.
But if he's back, that's huge. Jacobs' whole offensive line, not good. They're
gonna play 7-on-7 fucking Sunday afternoon against Tampa.
I'm hoping that Tampa defense is eating
flag football.
They said they have enough backups that this game can still go on. Like I don't care what defense it is. If you're playing against 5 backup offense, like come on.
That's so bad.
But he's got Mark Andrews on bye, Jonathan Taylor on bye. That's tough going into this week. It might be a tough one. He's still projected 100, so it's not horrible. But I mean, all these spots are so close. Like I bet you, if we look at this in 2 weeks, 10 through, like we just said, 10 through 3 could flip flop.
Yeah. No, it's hard. I wanted to put him higher. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's been really good. At this point, Ty, he's just got to ride that out. You can't get anything for him now, so you just hope that he gets better because it's ridiculous how bad he's been. But I mean, yeah, he's got good receivers. You know, two really good ones at least. Allen Robinson's been solid. And you know, Sweet Feet's definitely the best Patriots running back to have, obviously. But again, you never know. But yeah, getting Jonathan Taylor back after his bye, and him and Jacobs, no buys left.
Yeah,
Good
just
combo.
moving forward, having two bell cows and then a Julio, you can win some for sure.
Yeah.
Matt, you have anything on him?
No, just if he can get by this week with a win, straight by, I think he's looking solid for the rest of the season because that's a tough week right there, just with all those people on by. So.
All right.
Yep.
Next up, we've got the biggest mover of the week, Cam Newtown Shooter, out of the basement and into number 10 spot.
Wow.
Most points in the league. That was probably plus 20,000, or plus 2,000.
For a 1 in 4 team.
Stud running backs are going out left and right, putting up duds, and then that was 28.
That's what he needed. He needed every team to score like a max of 105, and then he could just sneak up there with the highest score.
So
I mean, half the league was under 100.
He's in the basement, but I mean, he's one game out of third place. Like, he's literally in 12th place, but if you don't factor in points, he's one game out of third.
He has 290 points less than I Am the Liquor, almost 300 points.
Like 3,000.
So we played 6 weeks, so that's about 50 points a week behind I Am the Liquor.
Tough. He still hasn't had his first round pick for the whole season. Michael Thomas now has a hamstring issue. He's fighting teammates.
Yeah.
Something else hurts. So I think
he hasn't killed Harry still.
He hasn't killed Harry. He's riding the coattails of Claypool and Anderson. Last week Trey Burton was a big pickup. He actually had 2.
I love how he the 2 big receivers after the 2 weeks ago that were available. It was Fulgham and Claypool, and he got both of them, right? And he fucking ends up dropping Fulgham, and then he benches Claypool. And Claypool had 16 or something like that last week. I mean, I know he won, so it didn't end up mattering, but
yeah,
just funny.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of question marks. David Johnson and Cameron Drake.
With 8 teams at 3-3, he's very much in it.
Absolutely. And then if he can get Thomas back, who looks like he's not going to play because he didn't practice today on Thursday, maybe eventually he'll play. I don't know. Fournette, I think that's you just got to chalk that up as a loss at this point. It's a tough fourth round pick. But yeah, he's doing better than a couple teams. All right. Next up, we've got Klaus. Your opponent next to go. We'll let you start off.
What do we got left? Do we want to pause this one and move on to number 2?
All right. Yeah.
Who we on?
We'll stop right now and we'll pick up part 2.